cars, boats, animals, all sorts of things. And I was thinking, wouldn't that be neat if we did that in a Coke can? So this was put together very rapidly. I just put it together with the idea of I'd sure like to put it into a Coke can model. Well, I'm kind of stuck with this, but this looks kind of nice, and I found out that when I copied the parts page for that, which looks like this. Of course, the original printout was full page, and I traced onto tracing paper, went to the Coke can, and it just didn't fit. So I went back to the printer and came down with an idea that worked, which was 85%. I printed everything out at 85%. You can see I stole the instrument panel to put on the one done in Coke. So it's a slightly bit smaller. The type of glue I use, and I've got drawers full, my Craftsman roll-away is full of different adhesives that I tried. And I find that this is the best so far for working with the aluminum.
Where can you get that?
Home Depot. It's cheap. It's a contact cement. It holds real well, and you can rub the excess off. Also, paint thinner and a Q-tip. You just, when you want to clean it up, just wipes it right off. The tires, I was very curious if I could make a fairly decent tire out of the black Coke can. Here's the paper pattern, looks like that, for the tires. You can see they actually have a shape of a tire. And I figured, okay, I'm going to try that. And that became a challenge. That became a 2-evening challenge, because you cut out the discs, and then you got to make the inside so it goes down like that. And I have a series of punches that are used for your seals for what is it, cork seals.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Michael's. I've got all kinds of punches, and you can make your little round discs with a punch, boom, instead of sitting there. And when it came to the tires, utilize this. It's very difficult to find something that's all black, but they don't look too bad. This little pattern shows up on the outside. I punched out the inside of the wheel, which is strictly a disc. Then the outside, which gave me the outside rim, and then I played around trying to make a cone and gave that up, and just did a double punch. Punched out the center, punched out the outside. Now I had a ring, and I just snipped it, brought it together. There was my cone. I think, you dummy, I should have done this last night. And I got 5 tires out of it, so it's kind of cute. And you can see where the paper tracing pattern, this is the pattern, by the way. There was the first one, it was too large, went to the 85%. And that gave me the Coca-Cola where I wanted it. And it works neat. Another tool when it comes to working with the art, tracing and all, is your old tags. This is from IPMS. This edge is so neat when you're working with patterns to see where you are. And you want to score, you got that clear what a boom that is to an old guy with eyesight like that. So I wanted to pass that on. The other thing, for scoring, old, worn out ballpoint pens. I've got a plastic baggie full of these things, because they all have different points. Sometimes, some of them have such a nice form to them that I can make paper bombs for paper modeling places by moving it under. I like this one because of the multicolor. When it gets thrown in with a bunch of tools, I can grab it right away. Wooden dowels for working in curling aluminum or paper. I like, I give my dowels double duty. I put different types of sandpaper on them. It helps hold, but mainly I